EastEnders fans were left in tears watching soap icons Pam St Clement and Ross Kemp get emotional talking about late co-star Dame Barbara Windsor. This month, the long-running BBC soap officially turns 40 and a series of special episodes have been lined up to keep fans thrilled. And on Monday night, Grant Mitchell actor Ross, 60, returned to the set of the soap to reconnect with old stars and review the biggest highlights and plot points from the past 4 decades of the soap. During his walk down memory lane, Ross joined Pat Butcher actress Pam, 82, on the top deck of a double-decker bus as they reviewed her time on the show. Pam starred on EastEnders from 1986 until 2012, and some of her most iconic scenes were opposite the late actress Barbara, who plays on-screen love rival Peggy Mitchell. As Ross and Pam caught up, they reviewed some of the most attention-grabbing fight scenes between Pat and Peggy, and also showed scenes from a 2016 episode where Pat returned as a ghost and comforted Peggy as the character passed away and joined her in the afterlife. The touching scene made the two stars reflect on their memories of Dame Barbara, who died in 2020 at the age of 83 after battling Alzheimer's disease. As Ross and Pam watched clips of their late co-star, they got choked up. The Pat Butcher actress said, "Well, I miss her, basically I miss her tremendously." As Pat looked at the video screen with a glum expression, Ross also sounded downcast as she agreed he missed her too. Those tuning in were also left emotional by the scenes, especially with Barbara's heartbreaking final episode being shown again. One fan typed, "Peggy's final episode. Hey, don't do this to me. #EastEnders #EastEnders40. Others couldn't cope watching Ross and Pat getting emotional. One fan wrote, "Pam St Clement choking up remembering Barbara Windsor #EastEnders #EastEnders40 alongside a crying face emoji." Another typed, "Pam St Clement talking about Barbara Windsor just broke my heart #EastEnders #EE40 along with a broken heart emoji." And another gushed, "Or Pam St Clement, Pat. This EastEnders documentary is amazing. The characters and storylines they've had over the years is incredible. #EastEnders40 #EastEnders." Further fans were emotional as they watched the highlights show. One wrote, "I just love EastEnders so much, man. Lost count of how many times I've cried at the Ross Kemp documentary and I'm only 2/3 through #EastEnders." And another, delighting in seeing the iconic actress back on screens, wrote, "Pam St Clement. Legend. #EastEnders." Amid the emotions, however, one fan found an amusing edge to the documentary showing Ross and Pam casually talking on a public bus. One fan wrote on X, "I can't believe all these people on the top deck haven't noticed Pam St Clement is sat there. #E40 #EastEnders."